Good morning. After a rough night's sleep, it wasn't the best, but you know, I'm in Paris, so it's all good. It is Thursday, October 9th. I'm pretty sure about that. And we're going to do a walk through Le Marais. So we're heading up to take the bus because the buses are all accessible. They're wonderful. And more in a bit. Well, we took the bus to the Place de la Bastille, where the old Bastille used to be. There's an awesome column up here, and they're having some sort of a like Epicurean display. And so we got these yummy pastries, okay, called the Paris Brest. And we got a little one to split, but they look amazing. All right, we are on the other side. They have ice cream. They have some wine tasting. It's a little too early. I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's 11:30 in the morning. And then they have a bakery, boulangerie. So we're going to eat our pastry and then do a walk of the Marais, according to Rick Steves. And we are starting our walk down Rue de Saint-Antoine, but just a quick view of the place where the French Revolution took place. The former Bastille was located here. And that curved building in the back is the new Paris Opera, which, I don't know, I'm not wild about the architecture. And by I say new, which is real new by Paris standards, 1989 it was built. All right, we are down this little street. And the reason we came down is a little macabre. This building here, number 17, is the apartment building that Jim Morrison died in. So anyway, little, it's really a beautiful building too. There we go. All right, we are inside the courtyard of the Hôtel du Soleil. It was a mansion built by a wealthy French aristocrat back in the 1500s, 1600s. And the horses and carriages used to be there. Now there's bikes and cars. These are supposed to be two of the four elements. These are supposed to be the other two. And then we've got springtime, or I'm sorry, summer on the left and winter on the right. Okay, I went through that courtyard. Now here is another courtyard. The building back here was the orangery, or the greenhouse, that belonged to the mansion. And it's just a lovely little paradise in the middle of Paris, and I'm guessing maybe these were also places for horses and carriages, but it's beautiful back here. Okay, this is on the other side of the courtyard. There's spring and autumn, so there we go. Okay, and this is the outside. Nothing like doing it backwards. This is the outside of the Hôtel du Soleil, and I heard a guide inside say it was built in the 1600s, so there you go. On to Place des Vosges. After a very short walk, we have made it to Place des Vosges. And this was all built by King Henry IV. There we go, in the late 1500s, early 1600s. And he wanted to get all the rich people to come and live here. And they did until the Revolution, and then it didn't turn out so well for them. Anyway, beautiful day. The sun came out. Ooh la la. So we are in the courtyard, one of the courtyards that are going around Place des Vosges. All the buildings around it were rich people's buildings. They had their chateaus in the country, but this was their city house. But down here in the corner is where, and I love this, that looks like an original door. Down here in the corner is where Victor Hugo lived and where he wrote most of Les Mis. So, not the musical, but the book. Ha! Okay, I like this corridor because we're standing at one end and you can see all the way down to the other. Great walking spaces for the rich and famous. All right, we had to stop for coffee and a little sit down. This is the courtyard of the Museum Carnavalet. It's a museum with about the history of Paris. It's supposed to be excellent. I don't think we're going to go in it today, but on another visit. And they've got a lovely little bistro out in the courtyard. And there's another courtyard with the big angel on the other side. And this was the entrance that horses and carriages used back in the day. So we are at the Hotel de... I cannot pronounce that. It was a former private mansion, again, begun in 1559. And now it is a library of Paris. So, again, if you just step into some of these courtyards, they're beautiful sights. This is the outside. And Chip is reading that. So we are continuing our walk in the Marais, and we've entered a gate into a beautiful garden area. The home back here was originally, look at these flowers, originally owned by a gentleman who helped, we're in the Marais is the Jewish quarter, and he helped save some of the Jewish French infants from being deported by the Vichy government. And this is more of the gardens. Wow. Lots of people enjoying the quiet, the peace and quiet, and blue skies. Okay, this is the name of the gentleman who owned the home back here. So, and he, according to the information, like I said, helped rescue some of the Jewish children who were supposed to be deported. So, yay, Joseph. This is a trade school here in the Marais. I just got hit by a leaf falling. And this is a plaque commemorating the students, principal, and staff who were deported to Auschwitz and killed. So all over the Marais there are plaques noting what happened here in World War II. And this is interesting. Once upon a time, there was a Turkish hammam, a Turkish bath here. This was such a diverse area, but now it is a upscale clothing store. So we are continuing our walk down Rue de Rossier. This used to be a Jewish deli, but there was a terrorist attack here in 1989, unfortunately. Yeah, so, and there's a little placard talking about this area, this plaza area. And because of the Middle Eastern immigrants who live here, this is a falafel paradise. This is a traditional Jewish bakery, and this is still here. And there are some Jewish gentlemen who are promoting unity and peace. And I love it. We stopped and talked to one, and we're all praying for peace in the world and unity. And right behind me, this is crazy, is a Krispy Kreme donut shop. Can you believe it? And there they are. We just ate that pastry not that long ago. Otherwise, I would get a French Krispy Kreme. This is a restaurant, I guess. It's more like a Jewish deli, and I liked it. I wanted to get a video of the tiger, a Bengal tiger, yay. And this is like falafel central here. I know I said that before, but there's, yeah, fine baked goods too. And the name of the street is Rue de Rosier, and it's because there used to be roses up on the old city wall. Okay, and Le Marais is also the epicenter of Gay Paris. So we've got lovely rainbow crosswalks that hasn't been painted over by authoritarianism. Ha, love it. We are right by the Pompidou Center. Yeah, cool fountain. Gentleman is playing music. Lots of people out eating. Let's do this. There's a little restaurant there. And here is the Pompidou Center that is currently being refurbished. And this is just a church that was along the street. We're making our way to Place de Madeleine, and we're still near the Pompidou Center. And the doors are open, and it is a very old church. We're on the Rue de Saint Martin, so I'm guessing maybe this is Saint Martin's Church. After a very, very long bus ride, we got detoured. We have finally arrived to Place de Madeleine, where one of my favorite shops in Paris is. Hang on. And I am walking up to it and walking up to it. Yes, it's the Maille mustard shop. We brought our Crocs from home, 2 big Crocs, and we're gonna get refills in the mustard shop. All right, we are at dinner. We are at La Jacobine, and this is our starter. It's a duck foie gras. I have a lovely pétillant from Vouvray, and Chip has, what are you drinking?
Côte de Gasson.
Côte de Gasson. Okay, red. So yummy. And here's our little restaurant. And across the way is the restaurant we ate at last night. All right, and we had left, but I wanted to video the front of the restaurant. And there it is. It was really good. And then across the way is where we ate last night. So there we go. And then this is this little passageway. It's horrible cobbles. Procope is allegedly the oldest restaurant in Paris. It was founded in 1686. Yeah, so that's been around. Okay, but it's just this whole passageway is just delightful and charming, and there's a ton of restaurants. Most of them are overpriced. The ones we went to are very reasonable for what you get. So, successful evening. Now we're gonna maybe go to a club, not a club, a bar down the street from our hotel that has live music. So we'll see how that goes. So we are finishing the night at a little bar down the street from our hotel. It has live entertainment, I think Thursday through Sunday. So this is fun, and it's just a fun bar. They have a lot of beers on tap, television so you can see it, lots of folks outside. Anyway, it's a great little bar. I first came here 2 years ago when I did my 2-week Tour de France trip and loved it. So we came back last year for the Olympics, and we're back again. So it's just chill and laid back and really quite delightful. So I think we're gonna finish the night here. Just a reminder, it was a great day. It was a chill day. We just didn't do it. We really took our time. We rested when we wanted to. I took a great nap this afternoon. So just remember, buy the shoes and eat the cake. We had this wonderful pastry this afternoon. And take the trip. You'll maybe run into a French jazz bar. See you tomorrow. Bye.